to your mama's favorite podcast and the number one unknown podcast in the world. Dude, I was just unloading to you prior to this episode.
Yes.
But it's got me in a, I don't know if it's not a weird headspace. That's definitely not the right word. But it's got me in like a really lock-in headspace.
Okay.
And I feel like I was getting angry on the way here. But not like angry in like angry at the world or angry at a circumstance or angry at anything like that. I'm just like angry that this has gone on this long. So basically, I'll give quick context for the viewers. A lot of shit has been going on at work. Again, what's new? It's corporate America. We know this. But why am I continuing year after year, fucking for the last 10 years, to let this be the end all be all? And if they want to let me go, I'm gone. And I don't think that is even something like on my radar right now. I'm not afraid of getting let go. But like at the end of the day, I shouldn't be this stressed over something that I don't care that much about. So how the fuck do I lock in and make it so I don't have to worry about this anymore and everything's on my own terms?
That is the golden question that I feel like I hear a lot of people in life fucking talk about. It's weird how our universes align when we bring up certain topics, because I was listening to a podcast today and they were talking about daily habits and like the foundation, and how when they go on trips and stuff like that, they let some of their like habits go away so that way they can enjoy it. But when they come back, they lock in, and how the daily habits aren't these luxurious or pretty or like fluffy things, but they're the things that need to get done in order to execute where and how and what they are. If you still listen to the Skinny Confidential, it was Lauren talking about her daily habits. And Mike was saying on the podcast that they have more episodes out right now. I think they just hit episode 1,000 than The Simpsons do. And he was like, I'm not comparing us to The Simpsons. I know that theirs is a full production. I know all of this stuff. He was like, but I remember being 200-300 episodes in and being like, why the hell is this not clicking? Why is this not resonating? Why is this not? And he goes, I know that we're having the conversations, all this stuff. And he was talking about the importance of like striving through and pushing through. But the main overarching thing that they kept fucking saying is that nothing happened until they had those ugly daily habits that had to be checked off to put into work, to get to this, to do this in order to get to their dreams and goals. And he's like, and if we would have fucking stopped at episode 200, 300, whatever it is, he was like, we would have never saw the success that we have now, where we're sitting down with these top tier people and we get to be selective now of who we have on here. They were like, we don't want to bring people on that don't have the energy that we do. And he's like, I'm not saying that it's the energy where everybody agrees with us and they always think, no. He goes, I want to have genuine conversations. I want to ask people questions, this and that. And so when he was talking about all this stuff, obviously my brain was festering. We obviously know people in our lives right now that don't have a corporate job, that they're kind of free willy-nilly in life right now. And it's like, do I want a corporate job? Do I want to dive all in on my life? Do I want this? Do I want that? And it's this constant back and forth. But at the end of the day, it's like, we can only look at ourselves in the mirror and get mad at ourselves. We can only look in the mirror and blame ourselves. We can only look, because we have to be that accountability partner where when this shit's going down in our corporate jobs and stuff like that, and we get all stressed and worked up, or we're hitting deadlines for this, that's all it takes to fucking get something off the ground. And so you just get in this fucking, it's the cycle of life, dude. It's anything. Like, it's the same thing. I could sit here and ask you, and again, I'm just comparing it to us because we're sitting down talking, but I could compare it to you and your like running journey and stuff like that, where it's like, you're so fucking locked in to hit this goal that you don't let nothing subside from it. Yeah. Okay. You let yourself do this and that, but you always hit target of these. You always push effort for these. You always do. And so it's the same fucking thing, but there's no, like, you have Chase holding you accountable for running. You have your boss holding you accountable for deadlines. I have my boss holding me accountable. I have distributors holding me accountable. We take all of their stuff serious. But it's like when the accountability is that person you're looking at in the mirror, it makes it a lot harder because nobody's going to get on your back. Nobody's going to yell at you. Nobody's going to criticize you. And so it's got my brain thinking. And one of the first things I brought up to you today was a topic, and I don't know if we're going to dive into it, but you were like, this goes right into the topic I want to talk about, because it's fucking here.
Yeah, because it's top of mind. Like, it's not like this ever goes away for us. Like, it's always there. It's just we always find something that takes the priority. We're both in a wedding season, it's about to be over. But then it's on to the next thing. And like, there's always something more.
Yeah.
And it's like, something's always going to take the priority unless we make this the priority. I just pulled up a note from podcast notes that I had. I wrote these on July 23rd. Well, that's the last time I edited them. I probably had some of this in here beforehand. And it's kind of a lot. But the first one that I have in here is literally this exact conversation. And like, I didn't even realize that I had it in here as I brought this up to you and I walked in. But it just said, like, it says we keep having these wake up calls, but when are we actually going to wake up and act? I feel like we go through this topic every couple of years where we realize that we're not pushing hard enough. We lock in for 3 months until it feels sustainable, and then somehow we let off the gas. When are we actually going to answer the wake up call? Because right now, if we wake up, we have a lot of time to get it right, find success, live the lives we want to live. But the more we put it off, we're 40, 45, 50. We started this when we're damn near 20 years old. We're in our early 30s now. And really, like, if you look at it, what has changed?
Mm-hmm.
We have a better production. We have more clients, but like, revenue's kind of stagnant. We have some tools that we sell that definitely help people, but like, in terms of our life, none of it is any different than it was when we started this thing. Like, we're still working corporate jobs. This doesn't fund anything on the side. I don't know if that's like looking behind the fourth wall. Like, people don't need to know that, but like, this is 100% not a
profitable business
source of income for us. Like, which also speaks to like, we are passionate about this. So like, I believe that if we put in the time long enough, it is going to become something. But at the same time, like, you can't just expect to do the bare minimum and it becomes something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you still got to put the work in. And so that's what I'm saying is like, if we wake up now, cool. But if we wake up now and then we let off in 3 months and we wake up again in 2 years and we let off again, like, next thing you know, we're 50 years old with kids and all this other responsibility. And like, where the hell did the time go? Because it's already at the point of where the time go.
Yeah.
Like, I never understood that growing up. Like, when people said, dude, it goes so fast.
I feel like every day life just hits a fast forward button.
Yeah.
Like, the older I get, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. But like, when I listen to Alex Hormozy talk and I listen to Nick Bear talk, when I listen to all these people talk, like Nick Bear told his dad year one they're going to hit $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And his dad laughed at him and was like, Nick, if it was that easy, everybody would do it. It wasn't until year, 4 or 5 that they hit $1 million or something like that.
Yeah, and like, up until then, it was basically 20 year over year over year.
Yeah. And but the thing that I like, when I hear these journeys and stories and I look at it, I like ask myself the question, and I'm like, well, how many people do you fucking reach out to be a new client? How many people do you reach out to buy a journal? How many people do you reach out to? And like, that's the name of the fucking game. Is like, we know sales. The more people you talk to, the more fucking deals you're going to close. I do sales very fucking well. I don't do sales very well for our business.
No.
For our life that we want to create.
When it should be the thing that we do the best.
Yeah.
Like, our job should take a back seat so much to the point where like, people are like, yo, what are you doing? Like, our bosses should be on our ass at some point. Like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're grinding so hard at this to get it to where it needs to be so we can eventually leave that.
Yeah.
And we just don't do it. And when I say like, you will be 40, 45, 50, like, I'm not saying like if 50 people can't do it too, because you can.
Yeah.
But the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the next best time is right now. So what the fuck are we waiting for? Like, we know this information. We just don't do it.
Yeah. It's facts.
And I'm getting pissed off at myself that we don't do it. And so you brought up like, we need to start having these business meetings, which 100% agree. We talked about that a couple months ago. We know like when that time is coming and it's upon us.
Yeah.
But like, I keep getting pushed this content of like 6 months can change your life, 6 months can change your life, 6 months. And it's like all these people saying it. And when you really lock in, bro, that's really all it takes.
Mm-hmm.
But when are we gonna actually do it?
When we hold ourselves accountable.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yep. No, and it's like, dude, I'm in my head right now, like, fuck, we can't have this conversation and let people see it. We can't have this conversation and let people hear it because I don't want people to judge. I don't want people to criticize. Like,
I want them to, because that's the only thing that's gonna get me off my ass.
No, and I wholeheartedly, like, I think that way. It's the same thing like about reaching out for people to buy journals. I get in my head. It's the same thing about reaching out for clients. I get in my head, not to the point where it's like I won't do it or I'm afraid to do it. Like, I know that the track record fucking proves. Like, we just had somebody reach out to us that is 100% not a diabetic anymore.
Yeah.
Fucking incredible, dude. We have another person that is almost like 100 pounds down from starting with us. We had other successes of losing weight. Like the recipe is there. The fucking blueprint is there. We know this stuff works. But again, it's just the like when the fucking people are going in the javelin fights and they're going to war, like they're going full steam ahead. Whether they get knocked off that fucking horse or they stay on it, they're going there. And that's just got to be the mindset as well around all of this stuff. And like you said, we have these ups and downs. And yes, they teach us a lot of fucking lessons. And there comes a point in people's life, bro, where enough is enough. A drug addict becomes drug free and not an addict anymore when enough is enough. An alcoholic stops becoming an alcoholic when enough is enough. The person that keeps getting locked up in jail for growing up in the hood and fighting and beating and robbing and stealing and selling drugs, when enough is enough and they know they don't want to be in jail no more, it fucking changes. And it gets to that point in life where I'm getting goosebumps right now, where enough is enough. And you're like, this is my destiny. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to create. This is who I want to be. This is the impact I want to leave. And when you get that mentality, nothing can fucking stop you, bro. If you care about putting in work, whether it is crushing workouts, staying sharp during long days, or just doing right by your body, First Form gets it. First Form isn't about the hype. They build on quality, stand by service, and measure everything by real-world results. Their lineup covers it all. Top-tier protein powders, clean pre-workouts, vitamins, green support, and energy drinks. Even apparel for lifestyle. My go-to, their flagship protein and their clean energy drink. Perfect for after a tough session or to get dialed in for a long day. The energy drink drops 200 milligrams of natural caffeine from green tea, has zero sugar, electrolytes, and nootropics for focus, all without the crash of traditional energy drinks. So if you're done settling for mediocre supplements, if you want stuff that's built on intention, integrity, and performance in mind, check out First Form. Head over to firstform.com/DTI to browse their full stack and see what fits your goals. All right, let's get back to the show.
If you care about staying sharp, energized, and ready to perform, Ketone IQ might be for you. Ketone IQ delivers clean, stable energy without a crash. Unlike caffeine-heavy picks, Ketone IQ uses exogenous ketones that raise your levels, giving your body and brain a different kind of fuel. What that means for you is sharper focus on early morning runs, better mental clarity when you're working or grinding through long days, and sustained energy without the jitters or sugar crash. If you want to try it out, head over to KetoneIQ.com and use code Dylan30 at checkout. You'll get 30% off your order. Back to the show.
My sister is a prime example of that, of what she went through in life. There was a 1% chance that she couldn't get out of her situation. Statistically, in the world, bro, the odds were more in her favor to not be here anymore than to be here. Enough was enough. And she hasn't fucking looked back since. And it's all of those things, bro, is that when you have that moment where it's like nothing can or will stop me, I need to change, it's when it fucking happens, man. And it's a lot harder in the business realm because, again, like, you can kind of fake it. You can kind of over-exaggerate. You can kind of elaborate a little bit more. You can kind of, but all that's doing is fucking taking that next sip of alcohol, sticking that next needle in you, taking that next pill.
Yeah, it's not helping anybody. It definitely ain't helping us.
Yeah. And so it's just it has to be that breaking point where enough is enough. And so what I was kind of getting at with that whole spiel is that, like, when people start a business, they have ideas. Like, you hear Albert Einstein created thousands of inventions. There was 2 that stick. Mozart created thousands of symphonies. There was 2 that stuck. Fucking Picasso created thousands of paintings. There were a few that stuck, that made them known to be this person, that made them out to be this image in people's head where they were the greatest. Michael Jordan didn't make his high school basketball team, but he's the greatest basketball player that played because they didn't fucking stop, because they knew the potential that they had in themselves. And that's what we have to remind ourselves every fucking day that we wake up, is that if we truly want these things, if we really say that we want it, enough has to be enough to go after it. That's mental health, that's physical health, that's your dreams, goals, and aspirations, that's business.
It's tough because, like, as much as I feel like enough is enough, I'm also comfortable where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like,
which makes the reason why we don't fucking put that javelin out and go.
Have you heard of the region beta paradox?
No.
Essentially, I think I have this on my notes too, just so I don't mess this up for you. It's this idea of, like, being just good enough. Like, you're not, excelling, but you're not at rock bottom. Like you're doing just enough to get by. And the argument is that like this is the most dangerous place to be because if I was at rock bottom, I would be so motivated to do more that I would actually do it. But because I'm here and I'm comfortable, life is good. I'm living, I have a house. I never have to worry about food. I can still go on trips, do little things. Like the temptation is so much more to keep me in this middle just enough when I know that like I want more. Like there's like this weird thing of like not reaching for more because you're good enough as opposed to just being all the way at the bottom. And I've heard this on multiple podcasts. And the one dude like got a question from somebody that was like, should I just put myself at rock bottom then? Like, should I quit my job? Should I make myself worse? And like, he was like, honestly, I don't know what to tell you because I feel like you would be more motivated if you didn't have a job to actually go after the thing you want to do because you would have no other option and you'd also have no other responsibility.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm fucking smiling and looking up as you're saying this stuff because right now I have more in life than I ever thought I would. Mm-hmm. I got a bigger house than I ever thought I would. I got granted because of my company, but I got a nicer car than I ever thought I would. I got an amazing relationship. I fucking have an awesome dog that is soon going to have a fence to run around in. I get to travel with the fucking boys like we just did this past weekend and not blink an eye about it.
Yep.
I can go and buy fucking saunas and workout equipment. I can fucking water my grass as much as I want and not care what the fucking water bill is. Like, because life is good right now, bro. I don't have a bunch of debt hanging over me. I don't have all these things. So yeah, it's like, damn, life's good. Mm-hmm. So it's like, business could be better, but we're getting the fucking money. We're making things happen.
But when you did have all that debt, bro, you locked the fuck in to get it going.
Yes. And there's where it comes in is like how do I even like phrase this right? The motivation and drive when times are hard, to me, it's the analogy that we were using about fighting. When your back is against a wall in the ring, mm-hmm. How the fuck do you get back into the middle of that fucking octagon? So that way you can go round 2, round 3, round 4 until you win that fight. And every time my back's been against the fucking wall, I've come out on top. And I'm not saying that arrogantly. I'm not saying that cocky. It is because when times got hard and I had to figure shit out, we figured it the fuck out. But there ain't nobody that's putting my back against the wall for my dreams, goals, and aspirations, mm-hmm. whether they're with DTI or outside of it.
Yeah.
Because again, it's pretty easy and comfortable. And so then I have the reality check or wake up call every so often that we're talking about right now, where it's like, why the fuck are we still at this stage? Why the fuck aren't we here? Why the fuck am I not pushing this? Why am I not doing this? And you think about it, but then again, there's no repercussion if you do or don't do it.
Mm-hmm. I get 20 views on a video for the rest of my life. No one's going to say anything. Yeah. My follower count can gradually move up. No one's going to say anything. Like, I know I want more. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. There's also like this fucked up part of me that like needs to suffer. I think that's why I'm into endurance sports in the first place. Like I need like to suffer through something or it feels unearned, like it feels undeserved.
Yeah. And like you look back to all those like sufferings and stuff like that, and it's like I can definitively tell you where I grew, where I mm-hmm. like excelled in life, where I turned that page to the next chapter, where I did all of these things. And every single time it's around something that's fucking happened that I either didn't like the circumstances or outcome, or I had no fucking choice but to figure it the fuck out.
Yeah. Every like catalyst for me growing and getting out of shitty situations were all painful. Mm-hmm. Like none of them were like, it's going good right now, man. Let me try to lock in.
Yeah. Yep. Thinking back to a couple of the different like periods of your life where like either it was anger or it was like sadness or there was even fucking tear shed in some of it. Like it was all around stuff where it's like, when is this going to happen? Or when
I can point at like very specific moments and be like, that was a defining time for me.
Do you think it makes it harder too because there's not as many people that go after stuff that like you want, your ambitions and stuff like that? And I'm not saying that you need people in order to do it, but like you've brought up, it's a lot more enjoyable on Saturdays to go for long runs when the boys are out there, even though you'll do it yourself and you've done it yourself, but there's something about it where it's like, oh, this is nice. Or we're at like the convention for Zach when we went to Colorado.
Yep.
And it's like, wow, it's nice because you have different
feel the
stimulating
energy.
conversations and the energy and all that stuff that help put that like fucking ice in the veins that you need to be like, yes.
We have social media. So for us to act like we don't have the capacity to get those conversations on a regular basis is also us using it as an excuse.
But I think the thing is like, do you think that that also plays a factor because we don't see as many people doing these things?
Yes and no. I feel like it's like my entire feed. I feel like everyone I follow, I've like gotten away from watching or listening to like the huge guys. Like I've tried to put myself in like more like the realm of like 10K followers to like 100K. And like, what are they doing? How are they growing so quickly? I'd sent you a dude who has like 400K right now, but 3 months ago he had like 6K.
Damn.
Like, what did he do to get here? Because like he didn't go 10 years of building a business. Like he just finally figured something out. Let me lock in and actually commit to this one thing.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. Like, yeah, I do think that there's something to be said about competing with the people around you. Because while yes, long runs are easier with the boys, I don't necessarily know if they push me the way I need to be pushed right now. Because out here, let me tell you, it sucked, dude. When I had to go run the speed after you guys left, so many hills, not into it. But when we first moved here, we were all chasing similar goals. Like me and Tone had the same goal for a marathon. That would push me because like I'm not going to let him show me up on a speed day. And then the next year, it's like, okay, now we're all looking at sub 3. Now Phil's going sub 3. Another guy, Ryland's going sub 3. And we had a group chat called the sub 3 lads. And everyone's throwing out workouts. And like we're all putting them up and seeing how everyone else is doing. And that's motivating. And then last year, everybody else kind of takes a step back from running except for me. And I'm like, where's like the push?
Yeah.
And now I feel like I have it again. I'm like back in the circle of like seeing people doing it and getting close again. So I'm like, all right, I feel good this time. Aside from whatever's going on with my leg right now, I feel good right now.
Yeah.
And I know I'm doing the work. So I guess like that's why it's a yes and a no. Because like I do think like if somebody next to me started to like excel in a lane, a very similar lane, it would push me to go harder.
Yeah. So let's spin this topic because I think it's extremely common for everybody to beat themselves up on being able to do more, being able to beat more. And I'm not saying that like I don't want that. That's not what I'm saying at all, because I think that that's vitally important. And the people who put that pressure on themselves are ultimately the ones that win. Yeah. So this is not me saying that, oh, let's not focus on this stuff. No, this is me taking this conversation a little step further because, again, I think beating yourself up and being hard on yourself and all that, I think it's very important because, again, I think it shines light to what actually matters to you, what actually matters to the person of what they want to achieve, what they want to accomplish. Let's do a little assignment of like, when you think of these things or when you have these thoughts, like what is that vision or what is that thought of like, this is where I should be? Like, what does that look like for you to not have these feelings? Because we get to these points in life where, you know, we turn the page, we're at the next chapter and it's like, oh, hell yeah. But then we look back and we never remember, like I was praying to get here, like we've talked about before. And so like I got the house now and stuff like that. And I'm already starting to think about projects I want to do. And it's like, let's just enjoy the fucking house for what it is for right now, knowing we're working towards something. So when you have these thoughts, what is that you are looking at to know we're fucking making it like happen, or we made it happen, or we achieved what we wanted to? Like, what does that look like for you to be happy and be like, this is what all the work was for? And we're just manifesting. Like this can be so outlandish. Dream big right now.
For sure. That's a tricky question for me because like, that's not to say that I'm not happy now. And that's the problem though, is that I am happy now.
Yeah.
But my ideal life is very simple, and I say that all the time. Like there's a lot of days that I live it now, but I want to remove the 9 to 5 and continue to be able to live it. So like my ideal day is that I could just get up, work out early, come home, journal, have coffee, slow breakfast with my wife, family, whatever that looks like in the future, and then some sort of content during the day. Like if we could film a podcast every day, fucking sick, dude. Like we would have, like if we had a legitimate studio, people coming in, like
legit, bro. You know how much I paid for this studio?
I'm talking like sit down, like other people do this stuff, set it up for us. Guests are coming in. They've got their little welcome. People are like, what can I get you? And it's there, dude. They don't have to worry about it. It's there. And then like we get done recording an episode or two that day. We have a fucking gym in the same building. And like we have like this whole DTI dedicated area that is its own functioning living thing. And that's the problem though, is I don't know if like we know what that is yet.
Yeah.
Like we know it's not coaching, but we don't have it fully fleshed out. But ultimately, if I could create content and do something like that gets my creative juices flowing and I'm sustaining a livable life, I'm happy. Home, family's taken care of, don't have to worry about it. We have a gym. I can work out in my free time. Like it's a very simple life. Like I'm not asking for a lot. And I also know the steps in order to get there are the same steps I'm doing now, just at a fucking elevated level. And that's where it's like, at the end of the day, I do want to create content. Like I know that, and I do it in different lanes in different seasons, and I'm still figuring out what that actually is. I think once I lock it in, that's when like I can be like, this is what's working and this is what I need to do. But like even the sponsors and the brands we work with now, we get them and I'm energized for like a month, like hell yeah, new one, like creating content around it. And then I fall off. But it's like, if I want to build these relationships with these brands, I need to be all in on them the way that I'm all in on my job. Because they are people, like no sponsor that we have is somebody we don't believe in. And so like, if we can push that thing and actually showcase it, that's only going to help my personal brand. Like it's all going to DTI, these sponsorships, me as an individual are all going to help feed each other and get me to the end goal of just being comfortable where I'm at without a 9 to 5. I'm not looking for like money. I'm looking for freedom.
That's powerful. I like that. Yeah. I think, and I think we know this, but we're aligned on that. Like to be able to live the life that we truly want to live by doing, like building something that you said sustains our life, where we don't have to report into anybody except your dickhead ass getting on me for stuff and me reporting to you on
that's
stuff.
That's good though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I will take that 100 and fucking 98%, 200%, whatever you want to do on a scale. But I would take that all fucking day long. Like if we could just devote the time to this, creating the life that we want to live because it's funded by the things that we're passionate about and that we are actually, because I think we both do want to make a big impact. The content that you would post and are posting, the things that we support or the people that support us that we're pushing, all of those things I think align with the same mission, value, and stuff like that. One of the things that I really want to be able to do is like travel the fucking world. And it's not to be like, oh, look at these nice places. No, it's like traveling the world and meeting fucking people, telling stories, interacting, helping people live the life that we are going to have one day, where we're going and doing all these different things. Because to me, it's just like being able to like have that impact in somebody's life, or being able to like be that person where they're like, I heard Freddie speak at this thing and it got me to this point in life, or I heard Dylan do this in his content and it got me here and started, or whatever it is. Like just having that impact is truly like what drives me and what I love. And so if I was able to like travel the world, meeting people, going to events, speaking at things, and just having that like overarching position in life where people can gravitate towards the things that I've been through in life to get me to the position that I'm in, that to me is just like super motivating, or whatever the right word is to use. because I just want to have that impact, dude. Like losing my dad, I see how short fucking life is. And if I can just make people realize that every single day is a blessing and they don't have to live in a disguise that they're happy, that they don't have to live in a disguise that they're doing this, but they're really not, like just being authentically themselves to live and create the life that they want to live, I think is vitally important. And I think that's how my dad will live through me for the rest of my life, is because even though that was so tragic and heartbreaking, I've taken so many good things out of it to be able to transition my mindset, my life, to look at the positives instead of the negatives. And so I just want to have that impact. But like, dude, I won't lie. Like, yeah, I want to see the fucking world. I want to be able to have this fund us going and seeing different countries as well, and seeing like the nice places that this world has to offer. Like one of the things that I hate so much is that, and some people love this, you guys don't fucking play the full left or the full right side. But one thing I hate is that some people in life never even get to experience what we did this weekend, dude.
Yeah.
A nice restaurant, a fucking good golf course, like camaraderie with friends and family or whatever it is. Like, I just want people to realize like how much more there is out in this world, that it is scary to leave. It is scary to get uncomfortable. But when you get uncomfortable, you see that next evolution of life. And we're here for one time, bro. We're here to fucking live life and see this world for what it is. And some people never see outside of their hometown. And it's just like, to me, it's sad because there's so many beautiful places. Like think of Arizona when you went there. Think of Colorado when you lived there. Like even the places in the US are so beautiful. And so like if this can get me to be able to travel the world and see those places, and again, go to those places for function events, whatever it is, I just think that would be fucking awesome.
I think like as you were speaking, I was like, we do have the idea fully fleshed out. We don't know how to get there, but like we do know what we want this to be actually. And it is just impacting people and helping them realize that they can do this too. And ultimately that is all it is. And that's the thing, is like if we really dialed it in and we really gave this thing 100%, we would be traveling for this. We'd be doing retreats with people and helping them out in different places. Like there's so many different things we can do that we've talked about doing for years now, and have literally not even taken a step towards. And I don't like, that's on us. Like I'm fully aware.
Yeah.
Like there's nobody else to blame but ourselves. But we also need to realize it now so that we're not in the same position. We're like, damn, dude. If I'd have went a little bit harder with DTI back in the day, man, we could have been traveling the world right now. If you know me, then you know I love a good beer. But I also like waking up early to train. That's where Athletic Brewing Company comes into play. Athletic makes award-winning, non-alcoholic craft beer that tastes like the real thing because it is the real thing, just without the alcohol. These are for people who train hard, who chase goals, who live active, but still appreciate cracking open something cold at the end of the day. And here's what we love most. Choosing Athletic isn't about removing something, it's about keeping everything that matters. Flavor, ritual, social moments, and still being able to perform tomorrow. So if you want a beer that fits your lifestyle instead of fighting against it, hit up Athletic Brewing Co. and use code Dylan20 for 20% off your first order. Back to the show.
Quick pause to shout out one of the brands we've been repping lately, Optic Nerve. If you spend time running, grinding outside, or just living life in motion, these are the kind of shades that work. Optic Nerve has been around for over 4 decades, building sunglasses that blend real performance and clean style. The polarized lenses deliver 100% UV protection, cut glare, and keep your vision sharp, whether you are hitting a morning run, midday errands, or winding down after. We use this because for us, it's not just about looking good. It's about practicality and comfort. So if you're tired of cheap shades that don't hold up, hit up Optic Nerve. Go to opticnerve.com and grab you a pair today. Use code DTI at checkout and you'll get 20% off. Back to the show. Yeah. I will continue to reference this until the day that I'm fucking happy. Well, I'm happy now, but where I feel like every single version of Freddy, when I meet him at the end of the day, I can look and be like, you could have been me. You could have been me. You could have been me. You could have been me, because I just went after it. What do you have to fucking lose? What do we have to lose? What do you have to lose? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't give a shit if you're 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, or 50 years old. Go the fuck after it. Take the lessons that you've learned. Take the things that you've been through and utilize those in order to just try and gain traction. Like one of our friends, their parents are starting social media. We just found out about. majority of people are like, why the fuck are they doing
Uh-huh.
that? But it's like, go fucking do that.
It is.
Tell your story.
It's just
Tell
crazy
your
to
shit.
think about, but I'm like, that's pretty cool, man.
Yes. And like, I was thinking about that after we left, because yes, in the beginning, you want to be like, why now? Like, what? But like,
But why not now?
exactly, because who knows who's going to resonate with the stories or whatever they're like posting and things.
People of their generation and their age are also on social media.
Yes.
They're not all looking for 30-year-olds to tell them what to do.
Yeah. And so it's just like, start whenever. Because guess what? Just like you said, the best day to plant a tree is not 20 years ago, or it's right now, or if you missed it 20 years ago, it's right now. It's the same thing, dude. Like, there's just so much judgment in this world.
But if they were famous, if they were an athlete or an actor or like someone who already has influence, at that age, no one thinks anything of it because they've already done it. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you played football for 20 years? Come on, be a personality now. Like, what's the difference?
It's
Whatever,
like,
whatever they're talking about, like, I'm sure they have the authority over. Like, they've done this thing.
it's like Shaq DJing. Could you imagine if one of our parents
Shaq does everything, to be fair.
He does, but could you imagine if our parents started DJing right now?
I could see my dad trying to DJ.
100%. But you know what everybody would say? They would laugh. They would say this. They would say that. But Shaq doesn't. It's like, yeah, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
There's one formula on why everybody is successful. And I'm not talking about fucking poster childs or whatever those children are.
Nepo babies?
Nepo babies and all of that. There's one thing about every successful person is that they put the fucking work in. Don't go to the left and the right, people. Fuck you. I'm talking about people on TikTok, people on social media, people, athletes, musicians, all of those fucking people. They all put the work in every single day. They created, they did the work every single day to get to where they are. And that's all it takes. Repetition compounds. Compound interest is not something fucking new. The compound interest is the same as our fucking life, but we look at it differently because there's a monetary value that you can put on compound interest. When you invest X amount, you can expect X amount. If the stock market goes up or down, you know your account goes up or down. There's a monetary thing that you can use to track it. But guess what? If you keep investing and keep investing and keep investing, it's going to fucking go up over the years because compound interest compounds yearly, not fucking in short little sprints and you do this and you magically grow to this. No, every single day for years upon years upon years. And that's why some people can fucking retire at the end of the day is because they put in the daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly fucking transactions to have that grow. It's the same goddamn thing with our life, bro. But without intent, consistency, and discipline to continue to build that, it will never fucking compound. Now let's put it into layman terms for all of you guys to understand. If you fucking want to lose 10 pounds or 100 pounds and you put in the work for 3 months and you take 3 months off and you put in the work for another 3 weeks and then you take 3 weeks off, you will never lose the weight because you always go back to the bad habits that revert back or compound backwards to gain the weight back that you already lost. But if you stay consistent day over day, week over week, month over month, you will see at the end of the year, the scale goes down instead of up. And the way to increase that weight loss from 10 pounds to 100 pounds, if you want to lose it, is incorporating different things, eating healthier, getting more steps, working out, following a nutrition plan, whatever those things are. So that way that pot, that bucket, that monetary thing grows to what you want it to. But if you're off and on and you let the fucking wave ride you up here and ride you down here and up here instead of staying fucking consistent the whole time, you will never see the progress. That's the same thing with our goals, bro. We know the formula, dude. We know the formula.
Yeah, we do it in different areas.
Yes. But again, it's not like some people in this realm, us, whatever, take weeks or months off of things. But when you get stagnant and just do repeat things to check the fucking boxes, It's not going to do shit.
Yeah.
And so then it comes down to the point where if you don't have enough consistency and discipline to do it yourself, or if you're building it with a partner, he's got to call me out on my fucking bullshit and not be fucking intimidated by it. Because if we have the bond that we have, that we think we have, then we should not get offended. And if we do, then we find out a solution to be like, you're right. I see it. Whether it's a day later, a week later, a month later, I see what you are saying.
If you're offended, it should be a sign that you are lacking in that area.
If
You're not
the
going to get
shoe fucking fits, the shoe fucking fits.
No one gets offended if it's not true. Like
fat people?
Yes, dude. That's literally where I'm going next. Fat people only get offended by being called fat because they know that they're fat. If you weren't fat, you wouldn't take offense to it. You'd be like, whatever, dude. Like, you're just talking shit. But if you get offended and the shoe fits your fat fucking foot. Yeah, dude.
So that's the thing. We know the formula, dude. We've seen what success look like in different areas of our life. We've seen what progress looks like in different areas of our life. We've seen what lack of consistency does. We see what extreme discipline does. We see all of these fucking things, dude. But again, where does it rank on the scale of important? And right now, the job, the drinks and partying has drastically decreased for both of us, but we still do it. The fucking this, like put all these things, like these all rank higher.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why
Honestly,
we still want more.
Honestly, we would be hard pressed to find things that like we don't put over it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I do put up. Like, what is it over? We prioritize like recording because we know we have a deadline. This has to be posted every Friday morning. And so we know we got to fit this in somewhere. But it's the only thing. I was supposed to post a vlog today. I did it. And in my head, I'm justifying because I'm like, we traveled. I didn't record the weekend, nor do I think you would have wanted me to record the weekend. But that was my initial plan. And
the weekend would have been the best place to do it.
Yeah.
You probably would have got more views on that fucking vlog than you got on the last 100.
I agree. I was living in the moment. Okay, guys. But I don't have a vlog this week.
That just pissed me off, dude.
Mm-hmm. Is enough? Like, truly, dude. And I came in here to say all of this, to say that February 25th, I'm going to be unrecognizable. 6 months from today of the filming of this. I'm not fucking around anymore. And I'm saying this publicly. That's why I wanted to talk about it on air. I don't care if we got to put a fucking thing in the calendar that says celebration dinner because we fucking did it.
I like it.
But the next 6 months, dude, I'm locked the fuck in. That there's no excuse for me not to be. I have like nothing major on my calendar. And even if I did, get it out of here.
Okay, come on. Keep one thing on there, dude.
That's on the calendar. I'm coming to your wedding still.
No, I fucking love that. And I will fucking make you a promise on this podcast that I, over the next 6 months, will say offensive things to you.
Okay.
I, over the next 6 months, am going to get under your skin. I, over the next 6 months, am going to be the person that tells you the things that you don't want to fucking hear. And I'm letting you know this now because it is all out of love and it is all out of because of support. And I know the things that are capable. Now, I need you to make a promise to me, and you can make it whatever you want. And I'm not fucking done yet. But you fucking brought up, we've been doing this 10 years. He's been doing this 10 years.
We got to be at 6.
No.
Bro, since DTI started?
Yeah.
When do we start? 2021? January 1st? So we're damn near 6 years in?
No. Because we started in Dallas. I left 5. I think we're 5.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm saying this to you because over 10 years, maybe even longer, you've had multiple podcasts. You've had multiple social medias. And it's fantastic.
I've had one social media.
Yeah. The drunk marathon runner.
I never posted on him.
No, but you thought of it.
I have the handle. But then I decided that's not the right lane I want to promote.
Thank God when you told me that, I was like, that's beyond what I thought you ever would. But no, I say all this because you have been doing it a little bit longer. which enticed me to do this. And we've been doing this for a long time. I'm not fucking discrediting that. But what I'm saying is it's time to level the fuck up and treat this shit like you've been doing it for fucking, we'll call it 10 years. And fucking figure out together, you and I, whatever, how can you show this fucking version of Dylan that I know I don't see on social media. I only see glimpses of it. When I know if they see the whole fucking pot, it'll get people bought in even more.
I'm not going to make you tell me what that version is on air, but I do want to know what version you're talking about.
Yes.
And ways that I could show it online.
And so I say this because I'm going to make sure that you start showcasing you, because one thing I know is that when people meet us, dude, they fucking like us.
Well, I'm polarizing. You either love me or you hate me.
I could agree with that, but majority of people love you. It's very rare where I hear people say, I fucking hate that guy.
But it does get
so that to elevate, to show, because you live a cool fucking life, dude. It may seem fucking like just a normal life, but like you live a cool life. You can tell a cool storyline in creating, because everybody is a character on social media. Alex Earl's a character, Tom Brady's a character, Logan Paul's a character, and people buy into the character. And the character can still be the exact representation of you, but just exaggerated a little more in terms of social media.
I agree with that.
I'm not saying change who you are, any of that. I'm saying show people that character of Dylan. Dylan alone is a character enough. And so I think once that character comes to life and you start infiltrating other characters into your content, people you meet on the outskirts, like look at Full Send. They have characters in their group and stuff. And so once you start doing that and showing those different buckets and pulling those in and this out and whatever, it's going to fucking take off. Because there'll be more intent behind it. It'll be more planned out, which I think a lot of the things that like we go after and we do and stuff is very on the fly. It's like, oh, I got to turn this on because of this. It's going to be easy to put a 6-minute video together. I'll just turn this on a run. But it's like, what if you did this, or what if you stage it here, whatever. So I'm going to push you to do that, because I think that that's a big bucket that's missing to like fully check that box off, which I don't think it'll be hard, because again, it's just going to be you and people are going to see that. But yeah, over the next 6 months, I hope that there is more times where you're like, fuck Freddy. And then you're like, you were right, Freddy. Or I appreciate you, Freddy. So we're going to have more of that, because I think it'll be good.
You can call me out on air too. Like if you want to wait and really call me out on air, that might make me work harder.
No, we'll see how this progresses. Like now that we're setting a stage right now. So then we'll see how the fucking play rolls out. And if I need to call you out and do some impromptu on the podcast, I will. Right now, there's no need to. We're setting the fucking stage.
Oh, no, I meant in the future, not like today.
Perfect. Yes. And then I think that will be an extension of this podcast as well, how we can integrate different things and do different things to like fully harness us, because we do a very good job of that. But like the way we're flowing right now is like how we are in real life. And I think if we portray that real life scenarios in the podcast, it'll be very good. The second or third thing or 10th, whatever we're on right now, is if you are ever fucking losing doubt, losing hope, losing whatever, I will also be that person that helps fucking build you up. So when something's pissing you off, or whenever this or whenever that's going on, I'll be that fucking person that lifts you up. I won't just kick you down during the next 6 months, because we're in this fucking rodeo together, brother. Because guess what? If you're being successful and you fucking take this to a height and I'm just sitting here doing the same stuff, you're going to be like, nah, I'm leaving you, bro. It's over with now. I'm too big. I don't got time for you. And so there's different things. And I think
you're setting up the cameras now, bitch.
And I think we'll have different things. You just brought up the cameras. In 6 months, we're going to have somebody doing this for us. Let's put that on the calendar right now. We are going to have somebody that sets up the production for this and manages it and takes the fucking
might
editing.
Just be one day they come in and do it one time.
That's right. And then they'll also do like the editing and stuff like that, because I think that there's ways that we can enhance this podcast to draw in viewers and stuff like that. And the last thing I'll run it with is that we will have weekly meetings, and on those meetings we will outline whatever the fuck those things look like that each of us want for each other, but then what we want individually to hold each other accountable. But not only that, we are going to start looking into data and analytics on every platform that we post on to see what does well, why it does well, and study the things that we're doing instead of posting and forgetting about it. Because I know that that's a huge thing that we can do to see the traction, both in newsletters, on Substack, both on our podcast, our YouTube, and our individual things that we post on social media. I just said we, so maybe I'll start doing social media again. But I want to start doing that as well. Your content is going to be
you talking shit about me when I'm messing up.
So those are my things for right now, and you can elaborate more if you want to. But
I'm going to wait because I don't want to just throw these things that I'm going to promise you in the next 6 years at you. I'm going to take some time to actually...
In the next 6 years? I thought we were on 6 months.
6 months. I don't want to just throw them at you. So I'm going to reflect on them so I can give valuable, tangible things that I'm going to hold you to.
Cool.
I don't want to just throw shit at the wall right now.
Sweet. Glad this was about you, you piece of shit. Do better.
Amen. Enough's enough.
Enough's enough. This is the fucking joy of podcasting. This is the joy about going after your dreams, goals, and aspirations. 48 minutes in. I'll leave it short for you guys. The road to success, whatever that looks like for you, the road to happiness, the road to prosperity, anything that you want, the road to a relationship, weight loss, any of those things is strictly defined not only by your habits, but the actions, consistency, and discipline that you have behind them. And if you are not hitting those things, then the reason is you, not anybody fucking else, not the doctors, not your friends, not your family, not your past. It's fucking you. Look at yourself in the mirror, and if you want the change, go after it. Drug dealers do not stop dealing drugs until they've had enough getting locked up. Alcoholics don't stop drinking until they had enough. Same with drug addicts. So when the time fucking comes where you're like, this is it, I'm either going this way or I'm going this way and I'm living the same life, that's when you know that you're going to want the change and be the change, and things are actually going to start happening. So go out there, have the desire to inspire. Kiss your mama for us and have a good fucking week. Thanks for tuning in. That's all we got for you guys. It's home.
Peace.